Hi, everybody. Unoriginal intro here. The internet's sweatiest Guitar Hero nerd. And it's time for something different. We're doing a tier list of every single Guitar Hero 3 song. Keep in mind, this is going to be ranking the songs themselves. Nothing to do with the charts or gameplay or anything. Just how do I like these as musical tracks? Starting off real strong here with 3s and 7s. 3s and 7s is an instant S tier for me. I remember being little, I didn't love this song. I thought the guitar tone was weird. And then after, hearing Alec play this sped up and hearing it over and over again, I'm realizing this song is utterly brilliant. The outro, the little breakdown bit, the solo, everything is just great. Queens of the Stone Age, fantastic song. I could see this staying at the top for quite a long time. Moving significantly down in quality, we've got Anarchy in the UK. Some of you will remember the GH3 marathon we did, where all the streamers got together and we did a GH3 FGFC, and we got stuck on Anarchy in the UK forever. So I've heard this song quite a bit, and it is not the best. Let's say I think this is going instantly in the C tier. The lyrics and the songwriting I think is kind of whack. I am an anarchist. It's not really my kind of thing. It's not the worst. We will get to the worst. Next, we've got Avalancha, Los Héroes del Silencio. This is a good song. This is a really good... The only real issue I have with this song is it drags on for too long. This song's like 5.5 minutes long. I think it should be 3. It's a good song, but it kind of drags on a little too long. By the end of it, you get kind of sick of it. I think it's a B tier. It's not bad. Barracuda, I'm gonna go throw straight in the A tier. I think this is probably the best classic rock song in the game. I mean, her voice is fantastic. I love the way her voice sounds. Those riffs are an instant classic, the gallops and those melodies hit really hard. Before I forget, some Slipknot. I think I'm also going to throw in the A tier above Barracuda. This is probably my favorite Slipknot song, if I'm being honest. They definitely have songs that are a little more badass, a little more intense, but this is the one that I think resonates with me the most. Obviously I'm not basing this list off the chart, but the legendary chord charting in this makes it very memorable. Black Magic Woman, I do hear this song a lot. The song plays at work constantly, and that unfortunately is probably going to bring it down a few notches because I've heard it 100 times. It's a well-written song. I don't know that I'm a huge fan of this style, the whole clean guitar, older Santana style. It does also kind of drag on for me a little bit. By the end of the song, I'm a little sick of it. I think I'd put it kind of in the same realm as Avalancha. Black Sunshine, this one's a tough one to rank for me because it's a very fun song. The riffs in it are super fun. It's a fun to listen to, fun to play, good song. I think this goes above Avalancha, but still in the B tier. It's a little bit on the cringe side for me. It's White Zombie and Iggy Pop, so that's just kind of to be expected. But the riffs really make up for that, I think, and it's a good song. Bulls on Parade's going on the bottom of A tier, I think. I think that's a pretty easy decision for me. I don't know that I like it more than Barracuda. It's a very good, fun song. Denzel Curry's cover of this song is absolutely fantastic as well. It doesn't get old. It's a banger. It's a good song. Can't Be Saved is kind of on the same realm as all of these 4 for me. I kind of have a soft spot for that emo era of music. I can see why some people don't like this stuff, but it's got a soft spot for me. It's a good song. Definitely not my favorite Census Fail song, but it is a good song on the list. Cherub Rock, I can kind of say the same thing that I said for Census Fail for this. This is not my favorite Smashing Pumpkins song. The song kind of has a vibe to it that's a little grungy to me. Cities on Flame with Rock and Roll, some Blue Oyster Cult is... I'm a big fan of Blue Oyster Cult. They definitely have more memorable songs for me, like Godzilla. I would have much preferred, even though that was in previous games. So, throw it top of B, I think. Cliffs of Dover, I think, is an easy S tier. I mean, Eric Johnson is just a fantastic guitarist. This is a song you would never be sad if it came on. It's just so, you just want to bounce along to it. It's a fun song. Closer. I'm probably gonna lose a couple people on this one, but I'm gonna put Closer in the S tier. It's pretty simple, but it's so well done. The vocals really, I really love the vocals in this song. I think that's what does it for me. It's one of the best songs in this style, I think. Got, pretty good run here with, we got Cult of Personality next. Ooh, that's tough. It's either here at the top or below threes and I'm gonna put it below threes and sevens, I think. The live version of Cult of Personality is something I watched with my brother a lot. Living Color is such a fun group. Cult of Personality is just absolutely fantastic. I don't think anyone would argue with that being an S tier. It's such a good song. Don't Hold Back, I think's a sleeper. I don't know that I hear this song talked about ever, but it's pretty solid. I think it's kind of all these top four in A tier are kind of all interchangeable, I think. They're all very good, but they're very different. So it's hard to say. Down and Dirty, man. I think this might be our first not good for me. I went and listened back to this in preparation for this because this is a song that I don't really remember playing much. I don't think anybody plays this song much, and man, it doesn't sound very good. It's not very memorable. Like, I've heard it plenty of times, and I just don't remember anything about it. I think that's kind of its own kind of terrible when it comes to music. Even Flow, the song that plays when you download that GH3 installer thing. Still think it's an A tier song. Vocals I'm not a fan of. I mean, that style doesn't do much for me. It's still a good song. FCP Remix. This is one... I don't think there's any controversy in this going in S tier. I know a lot of people prefer other Fall of Troy songs, myself included. It would have been really cool to see, like, I Just Got the Symphony Going or Mouths Like Sidewinder Missiles or something in this game, but I mean, no one can deny the bridge in this song is absolutely filthy. It goes insane, one of the best bridges I've ever heard, to be honest. Generation Rock, to be honest... I've heard this song a few times. It's in German. That's about all I can tell you about it. Dude, German's such a funny language. I mean, it's just fun to listen to because of that. I'll throw it kind of around here. Even these B tier songs are pretty solid. Like, GH3 is a fantastic set list. Fitting I bring that up now because we just reached Go That Far, which is... I don't think I need to say much about that other than Helicopter. Yeah, this is top of A tier. I don't even think I need to say much. It's just top of A tier. There comes Alex. I really do like this song. I think it goes there. Hit Me With Your Best Shot, another really good classic rock. I don't think it's quite as good as Barracuda. I'm going to put it top of A tier, or bottom of A tier, I think. The vocals, again, are fantastic. I love Pat Benatar's voice, and the solo is a classic. The entire song's classic. I was a big fan of Regular Show growing up, so this resonates with me in that way. I think bottom of A tier is a good spot for that. Holiday in Cambodia is another S tier for me, I think. I really like the GH3 version of this, too. The intro, it being so strange, is... I love that kind of shit, and the riff, like, that is just such a good riff. I mean, I don't think there's anyone that wouldn't like that. It's a great song. It's going in S tier. Hey, I'm in the band! Dude, we know you're in the band. Like, it's pretty cringe to me. Bottom of B tier. It's pretty tolerable, but, I mean, I can't get over the concept of... I'm in the band. I know you're in the band. Impulse. This is another S tier. I think this is going to have to go above Closer, below Cliffs of... I think it's above Cliffs of Dover for me. I mean, shout out to Andy Tubbs, who plays drums in this band. Impulse is such a classic. This is one of the best songs in the game, for sure. I think FCP Remix and Holiday in Cambodia and FCP Remix go there. I think Closer has to be the bottom of S tier. That's kind of the prerequisite to be an S tier. It's got to be better than Closer. I think that makes a lot of sense. In Love, another song that I don't really remember, and I've listened to, quite a bit in preparation for this. And I think that kind of says a lot about it. Like, it's not bad, but it's also not great. I'd put it there, I guess. Makes the most sense to me. Whatever he says, it's a fun song. Yeah, it's bottom of A tier, I think, or is it top of B? I think it's top of B. I enjoy it. It's a fun track. Knights of Sidonia. Oh man, this is a pretty tough one for me. I think if I'm 10 years old, it's probably there. But now that I've, heard a lot more music, get it? I think it definitely isn't as high. It's still a good song. I'll put it... Yeah, I think that makes sense about there. Like I said, I think kind of from Bulls on Parade to Helicopter to, I guess, Before I Forget is kind of interchangeable with each other. Like, these are all very similar quality songs in different ways. Cool Thing. This is another tough one for me. I really love some things about this. I really like Sonic Youth, but this is not my favorite Sonic Youth song. I think it's kind of like there. The guitar licks, with the drums below it. It's cool. Lagrange. I hope that's how you say it. I'm probably going to lose some boomers on this, but I think it's about there for me. For me, I know you're in the band. It's really the vocal style. I mean, that just doesn't do anything for me, to be honest. The guitar work is kind of just fine, and the vocals I don't love. Yeah, it's C tier. Lay Down. I mean, the guitar riff is good, but the song's kind of a little too on the nose. Like, the chorus is just, lay down! I mean, it's... The guitar kind of saves it to put it in B tier, I think. All right. Mavius Garkin. Mauvais Garçon. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Miscellany can get mad at me for that if he wants, but I think it's top of B tier. I do really like that song. Definitely prefer it over In the Belly of a Shark, so I think, yeah, that's where that goes. Metal Heavy Lady. Again, one I listened to several times in preparation for this because I just don't remember playing this song ever. And I still can't remember much from it. It's kind of boring. Like, C tier. Minus Celsius. Minus me. Minus you. It's freezing. I'm so cold. It's really not bad. I liked this song a lot when I was younger. Yeah, those vocals are hard to get past. This is a tough one to place for me. There's some nostalgia with this song for me. Yeah, here and I'm in the band. I think it's around that tier. Miss Murder. Like I said, I have a soft spot for that emo style back in the day. Me and my brother had a good time with this style of music. That alone kind of puts it in the A. I think it's top of A tier. Putting this below Closer I think is kind of funny, but I still think I stand by that. Actually, I don't know that I can. I think I'm gonna have to put this above Closer just because that bridge is so good. Yeah, that bridge is fantastic. I don't know that I like it as much as the bridge in FCP Remix, but the bridge in this song is... Mississippi Queen is another one of those classic rock songs, but I don't think it's quite as strong as like Barracuda or Hit Me With Your Best Shot. I don't think it goes quite in the C tier, but I think it's kind of bottom of B tier. Classic rock is kind of tough for me. The reason that Hit Me With Your Best Shot and Barracuda can get away with it, I think, is the vocals are just great. And a lot of classic rock doesn't have the best vocals for my taste, and Mississippi Queen kind of falls into that trap. Monsters. Oof. Man, there's a lot of S tier songs in GH3, isn't there? I'm gonna put this above Holiday in Cambodia, below Quest of Dover. I think I like that. There's not much to say. It's just that's where it goes. My Curse. I mean, there's no denying this is one of the best metalcore songs ever written. I think most metalcore fans even can agree with that. It's at least there. Do I like it more than 3s and 7s? I think it just hits a little harder than 3s and 7s does. It's at the top. That's kind of surprising to me. I don't know going into this that I would have put, thinking about My Curse, that I would have put it this high, but it's just such a banger, man. It's a shame they had to put the radio edit in there. I think the more harsh vocals kind of gives it more of a atmosphere that I enjoy. My Name is Jonas. Wrong song. But it's still A tier. It's fantastic. Say what you want about Weezer. My Name is Jonas is fantastic. It's not top of A tier. I think I'd put it about right there. There's nothing for me. This is another one that's slept on, I think. I mean, it just hits really hard. It's a simple song, but it hits. It's an A tier song. Around the realm of Here Come Daleks. Yeah, I think that's about right. One we've all heard too many times, I think. Where does this go, though? I think it's an S tier song, to be honest. I know a lot of people don't love this song, but I think that's because we've heard it so many times. This is probably the best written Metallica song, I think. I mean, the solo is just fantastic. The riffs, the vocals work so well in this song. It's an S tier song. I would even put it as high as that, I think. I think the only reason we don't love it, and, you know, I myself have heard this song too many times, but I think this song is that good. It's fantastic. Paint It Black. This is a style of music I can understand why people like it so much. But you know what? It's just not for me. That vocal style, mostly the lyrical style, isn't my favorite, where it's kind of just on the nose. And I can understand the appeal to that, but it's not for me. I mean, putting this in the same realm as Minus Celsius is kind of funny to me, because I feel like people are going to get upset about that, and I kind of like that. Paranoid, another instant classic. Ozzy Osbourne, you know, Black Sabbath. There's no arguing. Black Sabbath paved the way for metal. And this is one of the best Black Sabbath songs. I think it's got to go. I'm going to put it just below Helicopter, but above Before I Forget. I think that makes sense to me. Prayer of the Refugee is another case where I love Rise Against, but Prayer of the Refugee is not my favorite Rise Against song. You know, I much prefer songs like Savior and Give It All. For that reason, I'm going to put it at the top of B tier. Still a good song, but Pride and Joy is an A tier song, I think. The guitar work is just phenomenal. There's no arguing with that. The vocal style is not my favorite, which is the reason it's not higher. But the instrumental guitar work especially is just 10 out of 10. So that gets it in the A tier. Radio Song is another one I think is super slept on. I mean, it's in French for half of it. I think that's French. I don't know. And it's short and sweet, but it hits really hard, and it's a kind of a cultural thing. I love the way GH3 introduces people to more cultures. And for that reason, I'm going to put it... You know, putting this above Helicopter, I think, is also kind of funny because people are going to get mad about that. And Closer being that high is also going to make people mad, and I love that. So that's where it goes. That's where it goes for me. Raining Blood is a super influential song. You know, is influential mean it's good? I mean, fucking Mayhem was really influential, but Mayhem's fucking terrible, I think. Another reason to dislike the video, which I think's fine. Does it go Before I Forget? I don't think it does for me. I think it goes below Knights of Sidonia. Again, it being that high is more of a respect of it being so influential. It's super enjoyable. I mean, Kerry King's guitar solos don't make any sense. I don't get it. I mean, there's no denying that this riff just goes insane. You know, I take it back. Any song that can make you do that is top of A tier. All right, Reptilia is an S tier song. The Strokes is hard to argue with them being an S tier band. And Reptilia is a fantastic song within their discography, I think, also. I'm much more of a prog style person, so I don't know that I can put it above Impulse. But everything about Reptilia is fantastic. I have a lot of fond memories of playing the Reptilia Overchart and Guitar Hero 3 also. It's an S tier. Rock and Roll All Night is a classic rock song that doesn't do much for me. It's very repetitive. The vocals are nothing special, which the vocals is a huge thing for me when it comes to classic rock, as I've said. The entire song's very repetitive. I can definitely see the appeal to it, but it's a C tier for me. Rock You Like a Hurricane is a song that I was in love with when I was about 12 years old. The guitar work is some of the best ever made. I don't think there's much to argue with that. I would take this over Raining Blood, I think. Top of A tier. Ruby, 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 Ruby. Oh! No doubt this is a classic. It's one of my least favorite classics, though. I know a lot of people love that song, and it's kind of gonna make people upset. I don't think I can put it as low as these songs. I think about theirs where it goes around. Yeah, it's below Avalanche. It's above that too. I think that's about where it goes for me. Sabotage. It's fun. Yeah, bottom of A. It's fun. It's fun. Same old songin', same old songin', same old songin', same old songin'. It's the guitar riff in this song is really annoying to me. I mean, it's just the timbre of the guitars. It just bugs me. I can understand that making people upset, but that's kind of the fun of making a tier list. This is bottom of B tier. Definitely better than Rock and Roll All Night. School's Out. I remember being in elementary school. Guitar Hero 3. Frick, how old was I when Guitar Hero 3 came out? I'm a fucking zoomer. I mean, Guitar Hero 3 came out when I was 4 years old. So I always had a tradition of FCing School's Out after I graduated every grade of elementary school. You know, it's cringe, but that's what we all did, right? We all did something like that when we were younger, and that nostalgia value, I think, puts it a little higher, but it's still B tier. Yeah, about there. She Bangs the Drums is a not good for me. I think it's the best not good, but I mean, I've tried to like this song and I just can't. It's the same fucking thing for 4 fucking minutes or however long it is. Slow Ride. I have a lot of words about Slow Ride. I am so glad that the shorter version is in GH3. The long version of this song plays where I work all the time, and it is so goddamn long. I mean, the longer version adds just the most uninspired, uninteresting parts. I mean, it also does add kind of a big rock ending style, you know, everybody go ham, which I kind of enjoy. But goddamn, I cannot listen to this song for that long. Unfond memories of this song alone put it there. I cannot lie how influential this song is, especially for GH3, for Guitar Hero in general. But as a song, it goes bottom of C for me. I'm sorry. Story of My Life is another not good. Social Distortion has good songs, but Story of My Life is not one of them. I mean, speaking of songs that drag on, I mean, I don't even need to mention that it drags on. All of you have played this song before. Like, this song is so fucking long. It goes in, it's not good. I'm sorry. Stricken is by far the best Disturbed song. Can't argue with me on that. It is. The guitar work is some of the best guitar work in all of butt rock, or whatever you want to call this fucking genre. The vocals in Disturbed are just funny. The guitars really save this song, though. And the vocal work is funny enough to be passable. Looking at this, I'll put it below Before I Forget, but I also think Before I Forget goes there. It's the best Slipknot song. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with that. Suck My Kiss. Suck My Kiss, this is gonna be kind of a personal thing. Any rock band drummers will relate to this. I hear this song and keep thinking it's gonna be like Applied Science. And I'm listening to this, and I'm like, where's the 6-minute long drum solo? This vocal style drives me nuts. I mean, it's B tier, but where in B tier is it? I think it's at the bottom of B tier for me. Not my favorite style. Although I will say that snare sound is, it's top notch. I've been waiting so long. This is another song that just overstays its welcome for me. It's fine. It's just a little boring and long. I'm not necessarily offended by this song, but it's very boring, which is its own kind of terrible when it comes to music, like I've said. I think it's between Suck My Kiss and Rock and Roll, but do I give it the respect of B tier? I think I do. I don't think it's a C tier song. Take This Life. Look, I'm a core kid. I can't deny that. And this song is... that chorus is one of the best choruses ever written. I could do without the clean vocals. Clean vocals aren't my favorite. I think this goes above My Curse for me. And I think that says a lot about me, doesn't it? But this is one of the best... Again, one of the best core songs ever written. I mean, GH3 picking Take This Life and My Curse is such a big W, dude. I mean, fantastic songs. Ooh, Talk Dirty to me is just a less good version of Hit Me With Your Best Shot. That's all it is to me. The guitar work and vocals aren't as good. The guitar solo might be a little better in Talk Dirty to me. I remember I have fond memories of early times playing this song, trying to hit the guitar solo. You know, when I was like fucking 7. Where do I put this though? Ugh. I like it better than Prayer of the Refugee. I like it better than Mavius Garkin. Was I saying I like it better? Because I mean, I don't like it as much. Ugh, looking at this, I mean, Guitar Hero 3 is just so fucking stacked, man. I mean, even the B tier is just such solid songs. It goes there. I meant to put it there, but there's fine too. The Metal. This is the definition of a fun song. And I have a lot of respect for songs that are just fun. The guitar work on this track is absolutely phenomenal. Jack Black is one of my favorite people. Met him in real life. He's got a house near where my old house was. Seen him at the golf course I worked with, so I have a soft spot for Jack Black. I don't think many people argue with Jack Black being an S tier person. And him being in the metal scene just makes it that much better. You know, this isn't like a profound song by any means, but it's S tier. You know, I have more of a soft spot for like FCP Remix and Ms. Murder. I'm going to put it above Closer, though. Number of the Beast. I mean, Iron Maiden is probably the most influential band for all the bands I love. Stuff like Coheed. I mean, Claudio Sanchez says if you want to be inspired, listen to Maiden. And, you know, I can't argue with that. Number of the Beast. This is a tough pick for me. I think it's top of A tier. Again, putting that below Closer is just frickin' funny. And I stand by it. That's where it goes. The Seeker. I'm a fan of The Who. I do love The Who. I do not love The Seeker, however, though. Like, it's a guitar, but like the almost uke-style tone, it's kind of annoying. Other than that, it's alright, but it's B tier. Kind of low B tier for me, as much as I love The Who. It's so tough because, like, putting this next to I'm in the Band is like trying to compare The Seeker to I'm in the Band. Makes no fucking sense. But, I mean, it's kind of like I'm in the Band in quality for me, I guess. The way it ends. Oh, boy. This is the top for me. This is my favorite song in GH3. I had a hard time. I've kind of been thinking about it while making this. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm a drummer. And the drum part and the way it ends is just fucking phenomenal. It's so technical. It fits so well. It's left-handed, which is so fucked, which makes it so fun to play. It's so well written. The chorus goes insane. The guitar solo is one of my favorites ever written. That kind of Game Boy style of guitar, like Rings of Saturn, I fucking love. Not that this guitar solo is on that quite to that extreme tone-wise, but it's so well written. It's the top song in GH3 for me. I don't know what to say. Ooh, Through the Fire and Flames. This, I mean, anyone who's a Guitar Hero nerd will be in the same boat as me on this. This is the hardest song to rank in the entire series. We've all heard Flames 10,000 times. You know, I really love power metal, which is a hot take, I would say. But, I mean, Galnerius, things like that. Like, Vitalige Caprice, I don't know if that's necessarily how you say it. And just for how influential Dragon Force is, it's almost hard to rank this song and how much I enjoy it. Because, obviously, I don't enjoy this song much anymore. I really enjoyed the song when I was little, though. I'm going to put Flames in S tier. I'm going to put it below Closer, though. Welcome to the Jungle. Oh, welcome to the jungle! We have fun and games! Fuck, is that where Kei Onashi vocals stemmed from? I mean, Kei Onashi vocals are freaking hilarious, and they fit the music. I don't love Guns N' Roses. Slash has always been a big influence in me and my music taste and my music. The vocals really kill Guns N' Roses for me. Boomers, say what you want, but I'm gonna put Welcome to the Jungle. Yeah, Baron Cherub Rock. That makes sense to me. When You Were Young, I'm a big fan of the Killers. I have a soft spot for the Killers. The guitar work in this song really strikes my feels. I like the Killers' vocals a lot. That kind of heavily compressed style is something I like. I'll put it higher A tier, around Helicopter. I think that's where it goes for me. That's pretty high praise. Okay, this is the list. Yeah, let me know how you enjoyed this style of video. I'm gonna do another video like this for sure. This is not the last you'll see of something like this on the Borealis channel, so let me know what you think. The next video I think is going to be a real banger. You're going to learn a lot about me that you didn't know. So yeah, that's it for now. Hit the subscribe button for more stuff like this. Gonna get back into the game. Hit the sub, hit the like button. Yeah, we'll see you next time I do this. All right, see you later.